Are you looking for the best tents for car camping? In this video we will look at some of the best tents for car camping on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Best overall, Gazelle Tents T4. The Gazelle T4 is a lightweight, 4-person tent that can be erected easily and in a matter of seconds. The T4 is an ideal tent for car camping because of its setup speed and small size when totally collapsed. The reason this tent is so easy to erect is that the framing rods of the T4 are integrated into the tent fabric. It quickly pops out into a box, and the only setup work the camper needs to do is to stake down the corners. What most impressed us about the Gazelle T4 is its setup speed. It only takes a moment to erect, and the setup process couldn't be easier. Simply lift at the middle and then pull out each side. Finish by attaching the rainfly and staking down the corners. Speedy setup isn't the only thing the T4 has going for it, it's also made with high-quality materials. The Gazelle uses YKK zippers, which are robust and dependable. Among the zippers on the tents we tested, these were the strongest and smoothest to pull. The T4 also comes with a quality carry bag, which easily fits the entire tent and has a padded shoulder strap. Other brands may treat their tent bags as an afterthought, but not the Gazelle T4. Inside, the tent is roomy and would provide a comfy base camp for up to 4 people. The flooring is made of a thick nylon and can be removed. At number 2. Most durable, Kodiak Canvas Flexbow Canvas Tent Deluxe. Kodiak canvas tents are a good choice for a robust, family tent. Rather than fiberglass, Kodiak canvas tents use metal support poles and a thick canvas shell cover. This is a good pick for a tent that's likely to last you for many years, or for those who've gone through a nylon tent or two and need something more rugged. The Flexbow Canvas Tent Deluxe has a lot of floor space, able to accommodate up to 8 people. Consider this option for family camping if you don't mind the extra weight of a canvas tent. If you don't need quite that much space, there is a smaller option available. This tent is heavy. While this hinders ease of use and portability, it reflects sturdiness, as Kodiak canvas tents use metal support poles, rather than fiberglass, which can more easily break. We had the most trouble erecting this tent of the ones we tested, specifically because it is so heavy. While it is possible to set up this tent with one person if you have the upper body strength, it is truly a 2-person job. But if you're setting up an 8-person tent, there are hopefully others who plan to use the tent that can help. Once set up, the floor area in this tent is immense and could fit many camp chairs. The materials are all of high quality, including the zippers. The durability of this tent is apparent, and one should expect it to last for many years. While it isn't difficult to take down this tent, it is not easy to store. Rolling up a canvas tent is difficult as it is very heavy. The included carrying case has a strap handle, but this is not long enough to use as a shoulder strap. At number 3. Budget pick, Hewolf Waterproof Instant Camping Tent. The Hewolf Instant Camping Tent has a similar design to the Gazelle T4. This tent is the budget version of the T4, costing much less, but built with less robust materials. The Hewolf is, however, just as easy to use. This is among the best tents for car camping because it is relatively inexpensive and easy to set up, and you aren't trying to buy a tent that will last through many years of heavy use. As with the T4, we had no difficulty setting up the Hewolf tent. It unpacks in the same manner, and we had it staked and ready for sleeping in under 5 minutes. The interior is nice and feels spacious with a high ceiling. The materials and construction don't quite match the Gazelle, but this is not a cheaply made tent, and you can expect it to hold up to the elements. We felt that the Hewolf was especially well ventilated, keeping it cool and mildew-free. The tall design also provides a good amount of headroom for a tent this size. We had some difficulty putting the tent away at first, as the included instructions aren't very helpful. Once we learned the technique for closing the tent, however, it wasn't difficult to store. The Hewolf is lightweight and would make an excellent car camping tent for 1 or 2 people. At number 4. Best waterproofing, Coleman Carlsbad Dome Tent. The Coleman Carlsbad dome tent differs from the other tents on this list by including some comfort features that other tents don't have. The Carlsbad has a screened-in patio vestibule and uses light-blocking fabric. Because of the dark room trademark symbol technology, the inside of the tent stays darker for longer. Blocking this light also helps keep the tent cool. Consider the Carlsbad tent if you would prefer a darker place to sleep or plan to camp in an especially hot location. The Carlsbad was more difficult to set up than the other 4-person tents we tested. This makes sense, given that it is a little more complicated as it has a patio area. Unlike the Gazelle and Hewolf tents, the support rods need to be inserted manually, and this can take some time and struggle, especially since the poles aren't color-coded. Once set up, the Carlsbad tent looks great, and it is comfy to sit in the patio awning so long as it's warm out. This tent provides a nice, bug-free space, and it includes windows that can be zipped open to allow in more sun. The windows are screened so the tent will still keep out bugs. The bottom of the tent is fully sealed to keep out critters and rain. While erecting this tent takes some time, taking it down is simple, and we had no difficulty getting it back into the storage bag.